Yeah, so New Jersey Transit is a trash fire. All right. This organization here in the state is used as a political patronage pit, meaning that the elected officials, they appoint people to positions in New Jersey Transit that ultimately don't do nothing. It's just to give the official more money while the company in and of itself suffers, as you're seeing here with a bus explosion. Are you kidding me? Unfortunately, I'm not. Deal is that Governor Murphy, right? He takes a position and gives it to somebody who worked on his campaign. Now, this position doesn't he doesn't pick up a wrench. He doesn't screw a screw. He isn't an engineer. He's not a conductor. He's nothing. Okay, no, is non-essential personnel. But they raised this man's pay from 175 to $225,000. And the big question I continue to ask is for what? Look at this. These buses and trains and everything that New Jersey Transit touches, is overburdened, overworked, and underfunded. And instead of actually looking to fix these problems, what our, politicians do is just, oh, it'll be fine. Oh, it'll be fine. Oh, it'll be fine. And then, boom, you have an explosion go off. It's frustrating. It really is. Particularly when I think of the most recent gubernatorial race, because Steve Phillip over in Jersey City, he wanted to run for governor. Phil Murphy was like, nah, bruh, you don't need to do all that. And so Steve Phillip didn't. Now in Jersey City, they're getting a whole new transit system. And that's the type of vision and leadership that the state needed. But what do we get? We got Governor Murphy, who wants to give money to any and everything that doesn't help New Jersey residents and doesn't, facilitate a better quality of life. And we're looking at the results of it right here, right now. And it is rather infuriating. And you may be asking yourself, Jay, isn't there like, somebody speaking over this video? Yeah, true, but it's some chick that pulled out her phone, and honestly, it's the most annoying sound in the world. Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, shout out to her for getting the footage and all, but yeah, I don't want to hear you talk, darling. Plus, like, that really is, like, as a guy, right? My first instinct, it would be to go and check and see if there's anybody in that bus that is clearly in danger at the moment. But no, no, not for the ladies. I think that's the one of the main differences between a P and a V, is that is that more about that action and trying to make sure that everybody's okay. Um, yeah, this is ridiculous though. It really is. But I'm glad I got the footage, because with all this GQ stuff about masculinity, we needed a good explosion and fire on the channel to to knock off some of that estrogen that had been building up for way too long. But long story short, or for lack of a better term, to summarize, New Jersey Transit is utter trash. It really should not continue to exist in the form that it does. And unfortunately, with there being so many political caveats to the situation over there, it's more than likely not going to change anytime. So it's definitely not going to change under Murphy. I mean, I can't help but feel, because I've actually searched for um, you know coverage of this explosion, and I'm not finding it anywhere. Meaning that, our media is going to happily brush it under the rug and be like, oh no, New Jersey Transit's fine. Even though anybody with two eyes can see that New Jersey Transit is not fine. You are putting a lot of people in danger. And oh, wow, I almost forgot. Shout out to the driver. Oh, man, fingers crossed that you made it out of this. Like, seriously, fingers crossed that you made it out of this, because this right here, actually, is that the front or the back? I think that's the back of the bus. Okay. So yeah, likely everybody got out. Okay, cool. That increases the likelihood that everybody got out of the bus, because this looks like it's coming from the back, and this is a matter of maintenance. But you got it to give some rando $225,000, but you can't maintain these buses to whereas they're not exploding like this. I mean, come on, man. What is New Jersey Transit doing? This is one of the problems with having the establishment just completely overtake a place. Like, there's this episode of South Park where they're talking about New Jersey, like, oh my goodness, why is everybody from New Jersey like moving and coming out and spreading their Jerseyness? And in the episode, Colorado became West New Jersey. They're trying to take the entire country over, and the main reason for that is because you gotta get out of this place. This place is insanity. And the elite, unless you are on the political plantation and you either aspire to be amongst the elites or you are born into the elites here, yeah, man, your best bet is just to get the hell out. I think it was last year we had more people leave the state than actually come and then come in to replenish those numbers. And with, Governor Murphy now walking back his sanctuary state status, which is, a little too late. Um, then it's like, okay, yeah, you've replaced your population with non-Americans, and so thusly, you see what happens. I'm not bold. Pause. I'm not putting this on immigrants or anything else like that. What I am saying though is that this state has a lot of problems that are not getting addressed, problems that are not getting solved. And every time that, oh yeah, well, we'll address it by creating a committee and we'll investigate for 4 years. Let's see how that works out. It's like, bruh, this isn't working. This isn't working at all for any of the parties involved. Most importantly, the residents of New Jersey who have to deal with this type of chaos and this type of madness. So those spending cuts really need to start. Like, spending, like, man, let me tell you guys something. If I were elected here, like I'm talking about like governor or something like that, the first thing I would do, the first promise that I would make and I would keep is cutting the spending and redirecting those funds towards things that are desperately needed, i.e. the pensions, i.e. New Jersey Transit, i.e. all of these different issues and problems and dilemmas that the state sees all the time. But our elected elites don't care. They really don't. And it's infuriating because you sit there and talk to them. Like when I go and speak to damn near anyone, and I'm like, look, we have real problems, and I get a little upset. They're like, oh, well, what you think? You're the only one that cares? You think that you're the only one that gives a shit? It really feels like it. It really feels like I'm the only one that gives a shit. And they get really like offended. Like Senator Rice, he got so mad at me the first time we spoke because he was like, "Oh well, I don't care about these things. You're trying to make it seem like I don't care about these things. I cannot tell. Okay, I can't tell that you give a shit." Because this is what, people are coming up in. This is what the kids are coming up in. This is the quality of life that you've created for your constituents. So no, I can't tell that you give a shit. I really can't. And you got the audacity to be mad at me because I'm bringing up very valid and very serious and pertinent issues? Come, get out my face with it. Miss me. It's why the relationships that I've built are so strenuous. Because we're coming at it from different angles and different perspectives. And I see it from the angle of, wait, just plain old, this isn't right. There is no, oh yeah, there is no extenuating circumstances or anything else like that I'm willing to understand, to recognize that the problems that the people of New Jersey face are mounting. All right, mounting or mounting? I think mounting. I think it's mounting. They're coming. They are just coming and coming and coming with no relief in sight. And yet our elected class, what do they do? They continue to raise their own pay. They continue to give each other chairmanships and different jobs over here so they can make $200,000-$300,000 a year while their constituents suffer. While their constituents are sitting here having to deal with, public transportation and, a very shaky financial future for the state as a whole and in its entirety. So, man, I don't know. Some of you guys just came for the explosion, and enjoy it, soak it on in. But for anybody who listened to this point, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And all that being said, all the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, yeah, go ahead, do that too. I'm not scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring, and YouTube and bit shooting alike, yeah, they don't really mess with me like that. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments. Welcome to Jersey, guys. Welcome to New Jersey. Until the next one.